throwing Scotsman, known as a heavy scorer, double world champion, lost in this year's final as well. And Justin Thompson here from Australia.
But Justin Thompson, back in the day, you know, the people in the know say he was one of the very, very best. Went away for 12 or 13 years to raise a family, then pick the darts up again.
He won the Asian Pacific Cup singles in 2016, but he's coming up against a heavy hitter, let's put it that way anyway.
Well, Anderson lost in the first round to Kyle Anderson, and inspired Kyle Anderson in Auckland. Still the #1 seed. Would love to win in Melbourne.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, first leg, Gary to throw first. Game on!
The Gary to get us underway.
Here we go.
For Justin Thompson, 48-year-old from Bendigo, about an hour away from Melbourne.
You know your geography better than me, and I was born here.
41.
Good switch for Anderson.
115.
Won 4 World Series titles. One in Dubai, of course, the first of the year back in May. A real flyer from Anderson.
45.
Never actively involved Justin Thompson in trying to get the professional side of the sport underway in Australia. Dart Players Australia organisation, and played a role in getting that going. Well, Anderson had to respond after the 140 from Thompson. Puts pressure on the Scot.
116.
Needs the treble to leave tops. So an opportunity here
56.
for Justin Thompson.
Justin require 120.
Treble for double, of course.
$60. Gary, you require 60.
Can't afford to miss.
40.
He has.
Justin, you require 60.
Chance for Justin. Double top. Got it.
Inside of the first leg, Justin Thompson. Second leg, Justin to throw first. Game on.
2 mistakes from Gary Anderson. 3 darts later, he's a leg down.
We've seen that before this evening with the qualifiers, but they weren't able to take advantage in the first game. And we saw it with Kiriki as well.
Tickets available. If you're in Melbourne or surrounding areas, you won't want to miss Corey Cadby and Phil Taylor Saturday night here.
Just to let you know, you picked that one, didn't you? You had a feeling that Cadbury might beat Raymond. Good game, though.
Yeah. And of course, next week,
81.
triple header after Auckland. Here in Melbourne, we head to Perth.
Another time zone change for you, Stuart. How are you going with the jet lag?
I think the night before I fly home, I'll sleep through, I think.
You know, they say it takes, for every hour difference, it takes a day. for every hour's difference to get used to the time zone. So was it 11 hours difference from Auckland to the UK?
Yeah, 9 here, 7 in Perth.
There we go.
No chance. Yeah, Anderson, much better from the double world champ, possible 11 darter. Darryl Gurney awaits the winner.
55.
Gurney at the moment
require 87.
has Anderson's card, beaten him on a couple of occasions.
Game shown the
But how about that? Much more like it. 11 dart leg, Gary Anderson to level.
Game on.
Yeah, back in the day, represented Australia in the World Cup 2003, and as you mentioned, last year at the Asia Pacific in Japan. Won the Geelong Classic a month or two ago as well. Big local tournament here in the Melbourne area.
44.
Yes, but new babies in the PDC. Michael Van Gerwen and Adrian Lewis become dads. Gary Anderson and Michael Smith about to become dads again next month.
Changes your life, Stuart. You can testify to that.
100.
I can, all 4. Bank of dad never closes.
No, it doesn't. Maybe for some people it doesn't. How old is your youngest now?
21, so that sort of shows my age.
Yeah, that's all right.
Your youngest is only a few months old.
Yeah, so you've passed all that stage. You've been there, done that, got the T-shirt.
61.
I used to always, probably, I would say, rather an early morning person, a late night person. But getting up twice a night, I tell you what, when they're crying, that takes some. You realise why sleep deprivation is seen as torture.
133.
Well, good darts to leave a finish.
Game
But academic.
Gary Anderson. Full leg just in the front first. Game on.
And a big difference in the numbers as well. I mean, Anderson missing darts should really be 3 up, but averaging just shy of 99. Thompson around the 74, 75 mark. So
100. 137.
flowing now. Gary Anderson. You've enjoyed your darts commentating debut, I hope.
Been an absolute privilege, Stuart. I was very concerned before I came on here.
41.
Obviously, I haven't done this before. I love my darts, but from a technical point of view, I mean, that's why I just love listening to Rod Harrington. He explains everything. As I was saying to you last night at the launch of the tournament, you know, what am I going to say? A great chuck, or, you know, his elbow looked good, or...
You've done a good job.
Yeah, but how can you say? Sometimes a goalkeeper can only be as good as the defence in front of him. I've got a wonderful defence in front of me tonight, and that's you.
100.
Some of your colleagues on Fox Sports are saying they've never heard you so quiet, so...
137.
Well, until there's a winner or a 9-darter, I don't think it's, for me, look, let's say again from the outside, I don't think it's the type of sport in the commentary box to get overly excited.
We have our moments.
Yes, yeah, when it's a highlight, but if you start off at that level, where do you go if there's a 9-darter, yeah?
Well, Anderson really rather spoiled the script there. We could have put it up a notch or two with a 170 finish for Gary Anderson. Still to come, Simon Whitlock and Kyle Anderson in the all-Aussie battle to round off the opening night in Melbourne.
The main event. The main event. Saw Simon this morning at breakfast with his son.
8 for Gary.
Justin will require 50.
Chance here for Justin.
Averaging 20 points less than Gary Anderson in the averages. But can he level at 2 apiece?
42.
No, he can't.
Gary requires 60.
Now that's awkward.
8 score.
Oh, would you believe it?
No.
4 missed starts. Somehow still in the match. Edging closer.
No score. Gary require 8.
Well, Anderson will try again. A double 2. A double 1.
6 score.
Wow.
Justin require 8.
Well, Gary Anderson's missed 7 darts at double for a 4-1 lead. Only himself to blame if Justin Thompson can wrap it up.
Justin Thompson
2 apiece. Sometimes Gary Anderson plays better when he gets angry. I think it's fair to say he won't be happy right at the moment.
No, he won't be. There's a lot to say for that.
83. 96.
Yeah, looking forward to Simon Whitlock and Kyle Anderson.
Yeah, as I was saying before, I saw Simon at breakfast this morning with his boy. Was delighted when the draw came out. As I said to him, you know, maybe it would have been better to meet Kyle later on in the tournament. He said no. Yeah, battle of the Australians, especially after Kyle's victory in Auckland. So we're really looking forward to tonight. And Kyle, after seeing him for the first time in the Sydney Masters, 4 or 5 years ago now, boy, has he come on.
Yeah, reached the semi-final Sydney 2014. You're absolutely right. Justin Thompson, you know, just going about his business. How about this? How about this, Gary Anderson? Oh! Well, that's just absolutely typical Anderson. Missed 7 darts at double in the last leg and then smashes in a 170 finish.
Well, we were talking about getting excited before, and that is the time to get excited. That was fantastic. 2 triple 20s and a bullseye.
It's rather like saving 3 penalties in a shootout, I think.
Very much so. A little bit more difficult, I think, doing the darts than saving the penalties. Penalties at the end of the day, if you go the right way, the ball normally hits you. But less of a target to aim for here than there is when you receive. Here we go. Ooh.
25.
What was Mark Bosnich's record when it came to saving penalties?
Offhand, I don't know. There was one season when I had a really, I would say a lucky season. For me, it is about luck. Yeah, you dive and you can say this, he's going to, you know, put his non-kicking foot facing here and the ball should go there. But the bottom line is the guy can miskick it and it can go in. And it's heavily, and so it should be in favour of the players. But there was one season, I think it was 93-94, when I got very lucky. I would have saved something like 7 penalties that season, but 3 in a shootout against Tranmere Rovers in the League Cup semi-final.
Wow! There's 3 in the treble 20 bed from Gary Anderson. His first. Still only averaging 78, Justin Thompson, but he's still in a decent position.
Just goes to show about that finishing, what we spoke about at the beginning of the night. It's been the story of the night for everybody. What
was it I was saying about Gary Anderson playing angry? Since he missed those 7 darts in leg 4, Anderson has been terrific.
42.
But can he finish the job?
38.
Yeah, well done. So there comes another breaker throw. Anderson takes control. Yep, averaging 98 to Thompson 77. Whitlock against Kyle Anderson still to come. What a fantastic way to finish the first night here in Melbourne.
125.
Best performer of the evening so far for you, Stuart?
Yeah, I think the best performance.
Yeah, best performance so far.
I think probably Daryl Gurney in the opening game. That Cadby held his nerve well. Peter Wright and James Wade, Michael Smith will all be disappointed with their performances, but they won. Perhaps the best is yet to come. But Anderson's been impressive, despite the missed dance at double.
His average is up there, 98.
Yeah, scored well. Brilliant from Anderson. Brilliant to lead double 18.
36.
Perhaps Gary Anderson just edging it for the performance of the night at the moment.
96.
They've got to finish the job.
36. Game show.
Ruthless.
Clinical.
Gary Anderson. 8-leg Justin to throw first.
Told you, different player. When he gets really fired up, but those missed doubles. He's now 1 leg away, averaging just shy of 100.
Here we go.
Thompson.
There it is. Average goes over the 100 mark for Gary Anderson. Yeah, an average of nearly 102, despite missing 10 darts at double. Scotsman in a hurry.
Looking ominous here for Justin.
Gary, you require 87.
Double 18 for an 11 darter.
Here we go.
Fantastic from Gary Anderson. 4 legs on the spin and 4 brilliant leg